Okay, let's come back home where several business and funding organizations have made their pledges at the 5th South Africa Investment Conference taking place in Sandton. That's where we find Ntokozo Khumalo, who is standing by to tell us whether we're edging closer to achieving that 1.2 trillion rand in investment. Hello, Ntokozo.
Good afternoon, Dudu. Well, it seems we've passed the point of edging closer and we've met the target with President Cyril Ramaphosa actually now kicking off the next investment drive, which is set to, of course, end in 2028, looking for another 2 trillion. And what we're going to do now, Dudu, is just look at where some of those investment pledges actually go to, which I think is what a lot of South Africans have been looking forward to, that we're hearing this investment coming in. But how exactly is that going to make my life a little better? And to help me unpack a little bit more, I am joined by the CEO of Y Taxi, who is Brian Mdluli, in partnership with Vodacom. We are in front of a taxi here. Tell us about this project and how it is actually part of the investment pledges that have been made in this drive, and how it actually helps take the economy forward and improve the lives of South Africans.
No, thank you very much for having us. This is a great partnership with Vodacom. And these are the projects that come out of the bigger investment goal that Vodacom is doing. We are rolling out thousands of taxis on the road to give free Wi-Fi to the commuter space. This project started as early as 2019. We've been rolling out quite a number of taxis. We've got 48,000 cars that are connected currently. We're switching on all the taxis on a daily basis, and it's making a material difference to the commuter on a daily basis. Vodacom has pledged to support the project to its very, very logical growth, and we're very, very lucky to be part of this entire project.
Brian, thank you. And Dudu, of course, we do have Vodacom itself with us as well, and Vodacom, as we know, is a key partner in the investment conference. And we have Peter here, who is the Chief of Sales. Peter, thank you for talking to us. We just spoke to Brian, who is the CEO of Y Taxi. Tell us about why you partnered in this specific project.
Look, I mean, it's actually a phase 2 of this project. I mean, where it started is a couple of years ago. We did a partnership with Toyota and Netstar, whereby we brought Wi-Fi into Toyotas, right? And then, which has been successful. And we saw even during COVID times and load shedding, when people can't connect from the home, then they will go to the car so that they can stay connected. And I think the next evolution of that, as you know, that Toyota is the leading industry from a taxi perspective, was to say, how do we extend this massive project into broader commuters in the industry? Then it made sense to say that the next evolution of that should be going into the taxi industry. Then in going to the taxi industry, we had to think hard around what are the right business models to say, commuters, you are stuck in traffic, traveling to work. How then do you entertain yourself or check what's happening on the news? And at the same time, how then do you enable the taxi drivers and owners to create new revenue streams? So we said, okay, perfect. Then how then do we bring Wi-Fi into the taxi? By bringing it into the taxi through the same partnerships, we had to extend it and include Y Taxi capability, so that then it becomes an advertising-funded model, which means the taxi owner and driver can create incremental revenues while the commuters are sitting in the taxi enjoying their ride. Then they can connect and see free adverts and then enjoy for 10 minutes or so Wi-Fi. So as Vodacom, our key role is to ensure that there's connectivity that we provide, and ensure that as the data runs out from the taxi driver or the owner, he's able to upload it so that then the commuters can stay connected. Then in that way, I think what we're doing is we're democratizing access of connectivity to the broader commuter. So that's the main reason why we wanted to participate in this exciting project. Yeah.
And obviously digital is one of the topics that are the key topics in these investment conferences, and this being the last leg. What should we look forward to going forward in the digital space and the investments that you're making in the digital space in a minute or less?
Yeah, I mean in a minute or less. So when you look into this project, like phase 2, moving forward, we're going to be looking into how do we attach payments now, whereby commuters now are able to pay digitally, where a car or taxi will have a QR code and they can access it. And then we saw earlier our group CEO launch our wheeling platform. So our wheeling platform allows businesses to be able to trade and get an incentive from Eskom. So we'll be taking that to market to the different companies. And we are also looking into other AI-driven solutions at the back of our 5G network, whereby now we are able to go into the healthcare space, whereby, for an example, when you go to rural or township hospitals, you find that specialist doctors are not accessible. So what we're looking to leverage our network and technology to say doctors can remotely access patients from remote and diagnose so that people can be helped. So there's more that is going to come, especially at the back of the 5G network investments that we are having as we accelerate the adoption of digitalization and make sure that South Africa can participate in the global economy.
Thank you so much for those insights. Of course, just Vodacom talking about, what its role is in driving the South Africa Investment Conference as a partner and some of the solutions that it invests in. And this, of course, just being one of those, making Wi-Fi available in taxis across the country for commuters who might be stuck in traffic, but able to then do the things that they need to do, and just digital and the role that digital plays in growing the South African economy.